right, welcome back everyone. It's your host, Quincy Arsenault, and today we're talking about stress management. Before we begin, please like, subscribe, and share with a friend or any loved one that you believe might be stressed out in life. So today's topic is stress. Everyone deals with stress. Some may deal with stress way more than other people. But although stress is relative, everyone deals with a degree of stress. I grew up in a stressful environment. If you're from or have been anywhere near Louisiana, you understand that stress is not really a topic of conversation. Pretty much anything to do with your feelings is not a topic of conversations. For a long time growing up, the slogan was get out your feelings. So, how do you deal with stress when you have no way to express your feelings or share your feelings with someone? You have to come up with creative ways. Or you could just play sports. But we're going to get to that. First, the causes of stress. There are various causes and things that can stress you out. And you might either want to pay attention to them or you write them down so you can see which ones are actually stressing you out. First, let's start at home. Your home could be stressing you out. Why? Well, maybe it's time for you to move out. Never thought about that. Or you have been thinking about it and you've been procrastinating. Maybe it's the energy that's in your house right now. Maybe it's just not lining up, whether that be your mom or your dad or a brother or sister or a significant other. Maybe it's just time to reevaluate your home life. Or you can just man up and start taking responsibility for everything that's going on in your life, because at the end of the day, bro, it's on you. Your job could be limiting. Your job could be stressing you out because it's limiting your potential. And you know. And if you're hearing this and if you've never thought of leaving your job, you should probably reevaluate your life, because unless you're truly in love with your job and it's your passion, then it's probably not going to be a place that you're going to be there forever, and it's beginning to stress you out. It's either for you or it's not for you. And sometimes more pay or sooner pay is not always an advantage. You really want to think long term when it comes to things, which is another cause of stress, is thinking maybe too far in the future and it's not realistic, or you're not thinking realistically in the present, and that can majorly stress you out. Okay, we have relationships. Relationships can really stress you out, whether that be with a significant other or a family member. Significant other or family member, it doesn't matter when it comes to your stress. Your girlfriend or boyfriend, for you guys out there that do that, could stress you out much more than your parents, or your parents could stress you out more than your significant other. So you really want to start reevaluating relationships, and that can also go for business relationships. Whether you're showing up to work and you're dealing with someone that's super annoying, maybe they stink. That's annoying. Poor diets. Your diet might be, most likely your diet is super poor, you guys. Look down at your stomach. That's all I gotta say. You know what to do from that. Alright. Junk food, fast food, snacking. Junk food, fast food, and snacking. Guess what? I used to do it too. I slowed down a lot. I'm not 100% perfect, but about 90% of the things that I used to eat, I don't eat anymore. Because once you realize that it's all ultra processed foods, and there's so many defects to eating ultra processed food, you realize that it's really fucking with your stress management. Because you are what you eat. And if you're eating things that have low vibration, or they're just not alive at all, never been alive, what does that say about you and what's going on inside? Okay, you could have the wrong circle of people, influential friends. Those people you really want to watch out for. Honestly, it's really not that they might actually be good people. They might not be bad people, but you have to think about your future, or at least try to. Dudes, I understand we probably don't think about the future like that. I don't really think about the future like that as far as planning and stuff is concerned, but I know that I should, so I work on it. And that's what matters. What matters is that you work on it, because we ain't got it all figured out. And that's why I'm here on this channel. So I can help you maybe decrease the learning curve a little bit. Okay, we got low testosterone. That's serious cause of stress. If you just have too much estrogen in your system and you have testicles, it's a problem. It's a problem, bro. I also don't believe that men should remove their testicles. All right. Symptoms with low testosterone: belly fat, balding, low libido, and lack of motivation. If you're lacking these things, then you should really watch out for your low testosterone. Then we get to escapism. All right, escapism is a cause of stress. You might be asking yourself, Quincy, what is escapism? Or you might be asking me that. I'm gonna tell you what escapism is. Things like binge watching TV shows and movies. You're just trying to escape from reality, bro. You don't have time for that shit. You don't have time for it. Porn, drugs, alcohol, impulsive shopping, that's a part of escapism. Impulsive eating is escapism. You just want the flavors. It's not really helping you at all. Illegal activity to make you feel like you're, I don't know, in a different reality or something. Don't do illegal things. Vitamin D deficiencies. Super big for your stress levels, for sure. We live in a world now where we don't really get outside a lot. You might work in an office job, or you might work somewhere that's like, I don't know, maybe you like do mechanic work. Maybe you do mechanic work and you always under the pavilion and you're not really getting enough sunlight. I'm pretty sure that your anger issues is because you're vitamin D deficient. It has a lot to do with things that's going on in your body, which I don't have the scientific terms for today, but I'll get you there. So, let's go over these again and you reevaluate. So you got your home, your job, your relationships, your diet, your circle of friends, low testosterone, escapism, and vitamin D deficiencies. If I missed any that you feel like really stress you out that I should have went over, please drop them in the comments. Okay, so let's talk about some ways that can help you overcome this stress. It's actually a lot simpler than it seems, but it takes a while. It's like building up a callus. Honestly, you got to put yourself through intentional pain sometimes in order for you to like toughen up. I do things like take cold showers and wake up like super early. I don't have to do those things, but I really don't like doing them so much. I do them because it makes the rest of my day better, because I did something that sucked. Because it's super uncomfortable. Some guys might be like, oh, I like taking a warm shower in the morning because I want to be comfortable when I first wake up. Do you really have time to be comfortable all the time? If it was up to me, and nowadays it's not really up to me, I wouldn't really be that comfortable. So, let's start off with your diet. Your diet is really fucking you up. That's why your beard is patchy and your hair is thinning. You cannot see from your stomach because your stomach's in the way. Or maybe you're developing newly found man tits. We're serious. It's freaking serious. So first you want to start off with, this is what I did. Now I'm telling y'all, this shit worked. Just stop drinking anything that's not water. Just drink water. Milk is an exception. And really just milk. Just, bro, you don't need the soda. You don't need the juice. You don't need the concentrated juice, because if you know the things that go within the concentrate to actually make it good for you, you wouldn't even waste your time. Anyway, like little packets of things, no. You gotta earn those, you feel me? Just drink more water. You feel like, oh man, but water is flavorless. It's fucking flavorless. I don't know. It's a dumb excuse to me. I say water's flavorless. It's flavorless. That's how it came. If it tastes funny, there's something wrong with it. Alright? So, then we want to stop eating junk food and fast food across the board. What I did starting off was, I just really started with fast foods. Just stop eating fast foods. If you can just stop eating fast foods, you've already like helped your diet out more than 50%, probably 60 or 70%. You gotta think about it. McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, Jack in the Box, Arby's, Whataburger, Pizza Hut, Domino's, Olive Garden, Outback Steakhouse, Miller's, goddamn, all these places, they're basically fast food. Just because the presentation look good, the shit's still bland like the rest of them. And then you gotta do your research and realize that all the shit from everywhere has like the carcinogens in them, and they have like they just fucking processed. Like, come on, you see chicken nuggets. Look at a chicken nugget. Take a chicken and cut that bitch up. Tell me what part of the chicken nugget come from. Think about it. Even some chicken tenders. Man, that shit should be a shame. They don't even season the batter. Anyway, that means chips, that means candies, that means pastries. I love pastries. But you gotta cut it out. You gotta cut it out, bro. Your breathing gonna get better. You're gonna start feeling more energized. Then, after we cut the things out, you're like, Quincy, what else is there for me to eat? Well, a blandless world. No, a bland world. I mean, you can like flavor it up and do all that, but if you're gonna go vegan, I don't recommend going vegan because you need some meats, like especially red meats. Bro, just do your best, bro. Even when you want to snack at work, start making shit at home. Simple things. You can do simple things. Just bring you a can of tuna or some sardines or something. That shit gonna last you the whole day. You can start tracking your macros and your micros. I did that for a while. Do I do it now? No, not really, because kind of been doing it for a long time, so I just kind of know what works. My weight just kind of don't really fluctuate. It just kind of stays the same all the time. So, but start off with that. I wouldn't have known that if I didn't start off tracking. You can use MyFitnessPal. Did that for like 2 years. It works. And you'll get a hang of it. Then you start realizing like what portions work, and you won't have to do it forever. Just like a lot of this stuff, you don't have to do forever, because eventually it becomes a habit. And once it becomes a habit, then you find yourself being able to battle stress more easily. Then you want to start taking your vitamins. Super important. Super important. If you don't know, the value of food, like the nutritional value of food, has lessened way lessened a lot. Even since like the 1980s, which is like 50 years ago. But the tomato is not the same tomato as it is now, nor is an apple, or anything else that you might find healthy. It's different. So you have to start taking your vitamins. I recommend these things because I take them. Like vitamin D, super greens, you can get your super greens from pretty much anywhere. I recommend the super greens powder because you'll get a lot of supplements in the super greens. You won't really have to buy like the tablet supplements, but just find what brand works for you. Get organic. Be as organic as possible. Omega-3s, fatty acids, lion's mane, zinc, magnesium, calcium, and L-citrulline. You don't know about L-citrulline? Make sure you look it up. It's for another day. But it works. And then the overall handling of stress. Some extras that I put in there. First, I would put diet second. First, you want to start working out. Just start working out. Do some hard shit. Don't do CrossFit or no bullshit like that if you have like no experience. We're not trying to like tear down your ligaments and your knees and your ankles and stuff. Gradual. But at the end of it, you should be sweating or at least panting. If you really work out, then you understand that what I'm saying is bullshit and you should really crush yourself every day. But if you don't really work out, there's a way to start. Leave a comment and I'll answer it if you need some advice. Then you want to start working on your diet. You want to do confidence building activities. That's really just being disciplined. The more disciplined you are, the more confident you are. Because you got to think about it. Every time that you wasn't disciplined in something, you kind of feel shameful. And when you feel shameful, then you can't really like interact with people on a day-to-day. Your confidence is just low. So you have to do what is best for you, not really for everyone else. What might be best for you might not be best for your boss. Or it might not be best for your brother or sister. But you can find ways to make it work and still keep your confidence in check. Not guaranteed everybody gonna be happy. It's your life. Take cold showers. It might be super cold where you at for 3 minutes. So I recommend taking them before you go work out or something, not after. You want to do it before so it dilates the blood. And then whenever you start working out, your blood starts to expand. There's all kind of science behind it. You can look it up. Joe Rogan talked about it on the podcast. But you want to take cold showers, just do it, bro. You have a lot of energy. You'll be feeling good. I've been doing it for years, like 8 years. Consistently for like the last 3. It works. And you gotta play around with it. That's just when I like to take mine because of the research. Because like I said, I don't really do it for enjoyment. I do it for it to be effective. And there's a lot more benefits of doing it before you work out than after you work out. But still a lot. You can do yoga, working out, and getting physical. All right, maybe you need a contact sport. I don't feel like table tennis or I'm just gonna stick with table tennis. I don't feel like that shit is really gonna boost up your testosterone, bro. It's not. You gotta do something physical. You got to. You gotta get physical. Okay? Learn discipline, practice discipline, and understand. Most men are living lives of quiet desperation. Listen to me clearly. Most men are living lives of quiet desperation. They're living other people's lives. You're living someone else's life. You're living a life that you didn't build for yourself for real. You didn't envision for yourself. You didn't wish for. You're living someone else's life. And
I zoomed way out. So I'm just trying to get back.
okay.
There we go. Okay. We're good.
Yes. Most men live lives of quiet desperation, and you got to decide for yourself. Now is the time. Bro, now is the time. It's not too late. Whether in your teens or in your 20s, bro, don't be like me. Stressing about your 20s, bro. Your 20s ain't really nothing to stress about. It's all like trial and error type shit. All the old heads gonna tell you that shit. All the old heads. It's okay to stress out because you really ain't got that much time. I ain't saying all that. But I'm saying, like, don't pull your hair out because you feel like you're too late. You're not too late. You are definitely not too late. Especially if you're not like a trust fund baby or your parents just give you money just because they can or that they like you, whatever your excuse might be. Bro, just understand, your life is still for the taking. And lastly, the very last point I want to make is get uncomfortable. Do some uncomfortable shit. You have to do it. Get uncomfortable because it's just going to give you more calluses to life. There's like an X amount of things that you can do. If you just start feeling that little flutter in your chest, it means you got to do it. It don't mean to back up or not to do it. You have to do it. So, today we went over stress. If you feel less stressed, which you probably don't because I didn't really give you anything but knowledge. If you don't apply the knowledge, then you're going to feel stressed. You have to apply the knowledge. Applied knowledge. Not just knowledge just to have it. Alright? So, wish everyone a great day. Make sure you practice stress management. And I will see you at the top.